Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be making my video on how I managed to kind of cover up my Pectus Carinatum and reduce the look of it. So if you haven't seen any other videos from my Pectus Carinatum series, I'll put them down below and you guys can have a look. Other than that, we're going to get started. So before we start the video, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a Pectus specialist, I'm not anything. Just a guy who has Pectus Carinatum and how I managed to deal with it. Alright, so the first thing that I would say is that fixing up your diet. Because, well, I'm not too sure about this, but most of the people that I've seen and have messaged me or I've seen on the internet, they're very, very skinny and they have a very low body fat percentage. So what you guys need to do is first bulk up a little bit and put some, meat on those bones. And if you're one of those guys that say, oh, but I have a super fast metabolism and I can't gain weight no matter what the fuck I do. Yeah, bullshit, because I was one of those guys and I always told myself, oh, I can't gain weight, this is just my body type. I basically just tracked what I ate for a week, and then from that I added 500 more calories. That didn't work for me, so I had another 500, and then slowly but surely I was packing on some good weight. So yeah, I would say the first thing to do is make sure you have a little bit of meat on your bones first before you get started on this, because it's gonna make your pectus seem a lot less noticeable. Alright, and the second part is the type of exercises. Alrighty, and the second part is the exercises that I did. So I would say, I'm not a specialist, I'm not know this, but from my experience, the major muscle groups that really helped me kind of cover up a little bit better would be your chest, obviously, your back, and your core, so your abdominal muscles. Alright, so chest, obviously. What I would recommend is, I know that a lot of guys tend to focus on the outer chest a little bit more because they think, oh, it's gonna help me mask that. But instead of doing that, try to focus on the thickness of your chest. So I'm not gonna go too far in depth because there's tons of videos on YouTube or Google or whatnot on how to build a stronger chest. And honestly, it doesn't have to be special, it doesn't have to be Bosu, ball, hanging, bench, press. No, those crazy exercises some people do. No, just stick with the really basic ones. Number 2, which I think a lot of people disregard, is your back. So basically, yeah, Pectus Carinatum, right? So your chest, like this, right? If you don't have the back to kind of even things out, it's gonna way worse than it actually is. So get your back a lot wider and a lot thicker than it actually is right now. And same thing for this one. There's tons of videos out on YouTube already on how to grow your back, and does a way better job explaining things than I do. So make sure you guys check those videos out. Alright, so the third group is your abdominal muscles. I don't know if this works for everyone, but for my Pectus Carinatum case, it did. And what I mean by that is, I'll just show you guys, okay? So yeah, as you guys can see, this is the part of my pectus that is the furthest protruding. So there it is. Basically what I mean by doing your core is that this is not part of my abdominal muscles, okay? This is just the bone and cartilage itself. But if you're able to build up nice blockish looking abs, then it kind of makes it seem like it's part of your abdominal muscles. Now, I know that everybody's pectus is different, and some of them look like this, some look like this, some look like this, but no matter how your pectus is shaped, I think that working up your abdominal muscles is gonna kind of help it camouflage it or kind of cover it up a little bit. So yeah, there's my take on that. Alright, so overall, the 3 groups once again are your chest, your back, and your core. Alright, so I hope this video helped you guys a little bit, and as always, if you guys have any other questions, make sure to comment down below, and I will make sure to answer all of them. And I think that the most important advice that I could give you guys is that in the end, this is your body, and you can do whatever you want with it, whether you want to make it the best as you want possible, or whether you completely disregard it. But just keep in mind that, you are made this way because you are you, and there's no point on trying to be something you're not. So I know that this sounds really weird because I just told you a whole bunch of ways that you can cover it, but in the end, if you're not able to hide it to the best of your abilities, hey, you tried your best and that's who you are. So yeah, how I did that, comment down below. Whoa, did you guys see that? I just changed up my entire hairdo. I'm not liking this. Anyhows,